into Canberra Stadium. The away strip for South Sydney. With Jason Deep leading them out with the absence of Adam Muir.
And there he is, the big fella, Paul Stringer. He's got to make sure he does plenty of hit-ups here today. That was what he did last week against the Roosters. But he's the guy who has to lead by example. He doesn't mind getting an offload if he gets plenty of ball. That's probably why his hit-ups are probably just a fraction down in that first game, because they did a heap of tackling, the big fellas around that ruck area. And all they had was Roosters coming at them all day. He'll be certainly trying to turn that around here tonight against the Canberra Raiders.
Well, it's the first time I've seen the South Sydney away jersey. It looks quite flashy, as the Canberra Raiders are just about prepared to come out to the newly named Canberra Stadium.
Just under a little bit of pressure in the sense they are the favourites. And here come the home team. Simon Wolford leads them onto Canberra Stadium. Excellent crowd in attendance. Balmy March night here in the nation's capital. Far better to be here now than perhaps in the middle of the year.
And there's Ruben Wiki, the number 11, all these stats there, 29 years of age, came to Canberra in 1993 as a centre and has adjusted well moving into the second row. Very hard to contain. He runs the ball up well, 19 tackles against the Storm, and he's hit up 16. It took 2 or 3 Storm players to always put the man on the ground.
Referee for this match is going to be Paul Simpkins. 134 first grade games in his 7th season. So Clinton Shivkovsky will do the honours for the Canberra Raiders to get us underway. Round 2 of the NRL Telstra Premiership. To the roars of the big crowd here in Canberra. The Raiders heading to the right of your screen. And here comes South Sydney. 3 men in the tackle straight away from Canberra. They're not making too much ground early on either.
Well, that was a great hit there by Ruben Wiki. You can just see how quickly now the Canberra Raiders side is moving up the line, John. That new rule, when they can leave as soon as the ball touches the ground, does put the opposition, with the carrying the ball, under a little bit more pressure.
Heavy work from Paul McNicholas, needing 3 to bring him down. South Sydney still working, just inside their own 30 at the moment. Lane Stanley puts it on the boot. It's taken on the full. The Canberra Raiders. And Shivkovsky is taken down just short of the halfway line. Raiders' first opportunity with the ball. Valesi slipping there.
Rolling. He's already held well around.
I don't know if I agree with the referee there, Paul Simpkins. I think that Lolesi actually did drop the ball in this tackle here. He slips over, the players go in. He's saying they try to turn him over, but he dropped the ball cold because he tried to play it too quick. It's gone against Souths.
Opportunity then for the Raiders. Terry Martin.
All right, clear ruck, Souths, clear the ruck.
Goes forward with authority. McClendon now joining in.
That's Stu.
Rutgerson.
Mark it up square.
Wolford. Finch moves the ball onward. McClendon had it. Brought down Terry Martin. The Raiders pressing here inside the 10. Big opportunity for them here. Only 2 minutes played. 4th tackle. Raiders go to the short side, trying to crash over. What an excellent job. Is it Troy Croker? Well, Jason Croker may have lost it. Simpkins wants our video referee, John Gosher, to check this out.
This is very good play here by the Canberra side. They knew that South Sydney were going to be short on their right hand in defence. Oh, what about the fin by Jason Croker? And he's lost that ball. That will be no try. Steve Morton.
That's the beauty of the video referee. I'm sure that is no try. But they worked the blind side very, very well, the Canberra Raiders. I obviously think there's a weakness there with the Rabbitohs on that right side of the ruck, Gary Freeman. but certainly he has lost that ball.
I just wondered actually if Jason Deeth actually stole that ball, and if he stole it and brought it forward, if Croak had fallen on it, would they have been given a try? One-on-one steal. I'm saying it's no try. I'm a dead set Jesus at the start of this game. Only 3 minutes in her job and going great.
That's why we pay you the big bucks, Wes. South Sydney restart from the 20. Paul Stringer getting involved early. Deeth spreading the ball to McNicholas. Again, proving a handful for the Raiders. Taking a couple of them to bring him down. Second tackle. Deeth works to the eastern side. McGilvray handing off. Here's Scott McLean getting involved. 3 Raiders on top of him to bring him down. Right on the 40-metre line. Now they spread the ball, but again, not getting too much mileage out of it. 4 tackles gone. And as they work the ball wide, Russell Richardson joining in. Still in his own half, though. 5th tackle. Craigie puts it on the boot, straight to Clinton Shifkovsky.
Well, I've got to say, as the Raiders bring it out 20 metres from their own line, that's twice South have kicked the ball down. They've found Shifkovsky twice. They've really got to look for yardage, Gary Freeman, and make that ball bounce and let the Raiders chase it.
And it comes through their play. The ball was probably just a little bit slow to Owen Craigie, who was putting all sorts of pressure. Oh, and nearly a drop ball by Canberra, putting themselves under pressure. They're offloading it. Will Shifkovsky now. Actually up to about 42 metres up from the no try.
Shane, stay with me.
Wolford out of dummy half. Runners coming through. Rutgerson taken down by a couple in the tackle. This time, ball kicked by Brett Finch, getting good depth with it as well. Racing back to get it. It's McLean. And he's met just over the 10-20 metre line.
There we see the different tactics in the kicking game. The Raiders there through Finch kicked the ball. It was on the ground. The South Sydney player had to pick it up, and it gave the Raiders opportunity to get further up the field and make the tackle further into the South Sydney territory.
Well, Luke Stewart met heavily.
Luke Stewart taking the ball forward. It's great defence there by Rugby and Tyron Smith. And it just looks there. It might be the little elbow there of Tyron Smith to knock the ball out.
Hold 10 here, wait.
So South Sydney with an opportunity. Good field position for them, perhaps the best they've had so far. Almost 5 minutes played here from Canberra. Working inside the 30 now, South Sydney with an opportunity. McGilvray works the ball to Stanley. Inside ball.
3. Make it back here, wait.
Andrew King, now deep. McGilvray again marching forward inside the 10. Canberra under some pressure here.
Rutgerson's down in back play. They'll be under pressure right here. Stanley goes to the line.
Clinton, hold the line.
5th tackle, Blaine Stanley. Meters out. The Rabbits. Deeth puts it on the boot. A little too deep. And Canberra looking to restart in a hurry.
You right? Trainer? Hold it. Wait, the trainer's calling. There you go.
Sean Rutgerson being helped off the field.
Wait on, I'll do the placement. He's on.
And the Raiders restart. Michael Hodgson
Clear the legs.
coming on for Rutgerson. Full-footed dummy half. Finch in turn looking for Ruben Wiki.
Square at marker.
Try scorer last week against the Melbourne Storm.
Stand up. Stand off.
Dane Wolford drawing the attention of 2. Here's Finch spreading the ball, joining in Mark McClendon, but he's taken quickly by McNicholas.
Up and play it, don't move it, come back. Last.
Terry Martin again getting some valuable yards. And the Raiders are just caught. They'll turn the ball over.
Back and hold.
Mark McClendon was the man that was caught with the ball.
Simon.
You can hear the referee in the background saying to them, stay square at marker, don't lead too early. He should have at least kicked that ball. He had plenty of time. Good work by South Sydney in defence.
Shane Regon brought down by a couple. McGilvray, good appetite for work here in the early stages of the match. Has seen a lot of the ball. Jason Deep spreading it. Owen Craigie hitting the line. 3 Raiders there though to bring him to ground. McNicholas heading toward the 30-metre line. Last tackle for the Rabbits. High ball coming from Blaine Stanley. Where are the chasers? Well, good job from South Sydney. An opportunity for them. And the Rabbits are closing in as it got it over the line. Wade McKinnon scores the opening try after some 8 minutes.
Oh, great work there by Blaine Stanley to put that bomb up. He was under all sorts of pressure to catch it. I thought the referee may go for a view to see if they were onside, but he was very, very happy that they were all onside. There he is at the back there. He stands. Great catch right on the bottom of the bootlaces. Tremendous kick. And then in comes Russell Richardson, steals the ball. He knows he's in all sorts of trouble, throws it out the back door. Wade McKinnon watches spin out of the tackle there, Steve Mortimer, and goes over a great South Sydney try.
Well, that's a great try for the Rabbitohs. Equally a great bomb, but you have to go back to the start of that 6. It really comes back to the McClendon, number 6, not able to get rid of that ball in a kick. And the Souths have been able to capitalise out in that series of 6. A good bomb, good support play, and the Rabbitohs are first on the board.
Russell Richardson was a great steal too, one-on-one. And he was mindful to make sure he got rid of it. Scott McLean lines us up.
He makes no mistake from close range, and it's the Rabbits with the early ascendancy here from the nation's capital. South Sydney 6, Canberra yet to score in the 9th minute. Well, Wade McKinnon has proven to be a try scorer. 19 in 22 games with Parramatta's Division 1 team last season. Just his 2nd match for South Sydney, and he scores a try, the 21-year-old.
Just have a look how high he's got that ball teed off in that sand. I reckon they'll be doing something about that, and you'll only probably have 1 little bucket of sand, not 3 as they got there. That's a massive mould that holds the ball up in the air for around about 4 seconds, Steve Mortimer.
It's a clever tackle too. With the Raiders kicking off there, they put the ball high so their troops can get up there and hopefully nail the South Sydney.
Yeah, but they got rid of the kicking tee that was built like that anyway. So what are they doing? Get rid of the sand too.
Well, the Rabbits fully charged now after scoring early, trying to make some inroads. Deeth, the new captain.
That's full, Mark.
And they're still coming forward. McGilvray, again needing a couple to bring him down. 5th tackle. Again, Blaine Stanley fires it deep, but again, Tchaikovsky's in good position. This time he has to wait for the bounce. He turns and faces them now, and there's a wall of Rabbits in front of him. He gets to the 10 and just beyond.
John, I've got to say, that centre 6 by South Sydney, they were able to play the ball quickly, and they made some good yardage, followed up by a wonderful kick by the Souths, and they really have put the pressure on the Raiders 20 metres out from their own line.
Well, they certainly grabbed the initiative here. And there's Michael Hodgson. That's one of his first touches to the 30. Their defence has been up to it so far, South Sydney. And here's an opportunity for the Raiders now as Wolford puts it on the boot, kicks it again. Got good depth with it. It's a foot race. Who's going to get there first? Diving on the ball. What an effort that is from Mark McClendon.
He's just come from absolutely nowhere. Good vision there by the hooker and Simon Wolford. They will go upstairs to check the grounding of the ball. And does he get his left hand down on it? Whoa. Tell you what, there's a boot in there from Wade McKinnon, who's done exceptionally well to get there. It's going to be a tough one. I think it will be given a green light though.
What about McClendon's pace? Absolutely lightning acceleration there. Wonderful lead-up work too by Simon Wolford, the captain. But this fella, he certainly has done his sprint training over the summer season. His acceleration was absolutely fantastic.
Same with the fullback of South Sydney, Wade McKinnon. That's a try.
So the Raiders hit back quickly. After Souths had scored first through Wade McKinnon, it's now Mark McClendon who gets the job done for Canberra. Excellent lead-up work from Simon Wolford.
Simon Wolford, he knew that Wade McKinnon was back deep. He's trying to come up, and then he turns and chases Wade McKinnon, and he shows exceptional pace that he has to get turn and chase, but McClendon was just absolutely flying Steve Mortimer, and that's got them right back in the ball game.
Well, that's great foresight too. The South Sydney Rabbitohs were up in the line. A little grubber goes through by Simon Wolford. He toes it again. And what about where the ball lands? But look at McClendon. He's come from nowhere. His acceleration was absolutely superb. And what a way to come back. Anything you can do, I can do better.
Perfect start to the season for Clinton Shivkovsky. And from that range, no surprise to see him continue. It's tied at 6 points apiece here in the 12th minute. Excellent work from Mark McClendon, the 23-year-old, approaching 100. First grade appearances, 38th try. As the Rabbits get us back underway. McLean kicking deep. Finch handing off. Big effort there from Ryan O'Hara.
We didn't control it. Stand up with it. You've got to stand up with it.
Well, that's the first tackle. Ryan O'Hara running the ball out. Very hard to contain. He hasn't lost the ball there. Tries to play the ball. The referees.
Another chance then for South Sydney. Craigie working the ball further wide. Wade McKinnon joining in as well. They've got numbers, but they are unable to make the best of it. Andrew King taken down by a couple.
Knock on first.
Right here, the referee saying, I'll tell you what, that should be South Sydney's ball. What's going on there? Surely, this is where the
linesman's telling him now.
Off Canberra. He passed it out. No. It's knocked out. Pass back and knocked out.
Good work there by the touch. Andrew King just trying to get the ball out nice and wide. And now Owen Craigie goes to the line. They're holding back Canberra. They need to go forward and make these tackles in defence.
Wade McKinnon out of dummy half inside the 10, now being forced back. Good defence here from the Canberra Raiders. Souths have lost almost 10 metres. Gross. Stanley. Brought down by a couple. Third tackle. Little over 14 minutes played here in the first half. Paul McNicholas again getting involved.
Away from the ball.
South Sydney go in search of their second try. Inside ball. It's got a little untidy again. The Raiders with a hand in there. They've come up and it's play on for the Canberra Raiders. And James Evans with some problems here. Russell Richardson with support coming from Brent Gross.
This is where South Sydney need a big set of six here.
Trying to get up, you're laying all over him.
It's an easy one there for the Canberra side to come out before the referee, Steve, was allowing them to dominate the tackles, and then he slightly changed his mind.
Well, Gary, I thought he was quick to put his hand up there, a little bit enthusiastic, Paul Simpkins, for that play the ball error there, or penalty. But it gives the Raiders a great opportunity now to get a good set of six and get back into the Rabbitohs territory.
Ruben Wiki joining in. Trying to get to the halfway line and offloading. They keep the ball alive as Hodgson gets a piece of the action. Loose pass, it's been thrown away. An opportunity for South Sydney. And Owen Craigie's pounced on the ball. Can he get to the line? Under the post. Owen Craigie's in. Souths. They score their second
change in the fortunes for South Sydney there. They've really controlled this ball in the first 16 minutes of the game. But that was a Canberra Raiders mistake. Ruben Weggie got away a great ball, and then they're looking to offload the ball in Ryan O'Hara. What about the hands there by Owen Craigie to pick it up, then turn, left-hand fend, and just, I might say, Steve, just had enough pace to get over the line to score the try for South Sydney.
Well, he's got a bit of toe there, Owen Craigie, but really that come from an unforced error. Ruben Weggie throwing the ball back. And I think the Raiders are showing a lot of impatience at the moment, not allowing to use the full set of 6, trying to score off the first tackle each time. But there was Owen Craigie. He was on the spot, man on the spot, spin it, and it's given South another opportunity to go to a 6-point lead.
I must say to the people out there, it wasn't Ruben Weggie who made the mistake. It was Ryan O'Hara who tried the offload to the big left hand. Weggie had a magnificent ball back inside. He made the mistake going a little bit too wide, too quickly.
Scott McLean makes no mistake for the extras. And the Rabbits lead at 12-6 in the 17th minute.
I've got to say, I've got a big rap on Ryan O'Hara. He came from the Canterbury flag team. He was a captain of a couple of premierships there. But I think it's probably showing just a little bit of inexperience at the moment. He is playing prop. He's a big man. He's a good player. But I thought that was a little bit of inexperience trying to throw that ball early in the tackle count. They've got to show a little bit more patience, the Raiders. They do that, then they can really threaten the Rabbitohs.
What about the sandcastle? What? It's about 4 foot high. I wouldn't be able to jump over that.
Well, the Raiders restart, trailing by 6 points at the moment. South Sydney. 2 tries to 1 so far. And feeling good about themselves at the moment. Leaf handing off. Free Gross. Now back to the centre of the field. Here's Shane Regon trying to punch it. The Canberra line at the moment. Plenty to like about South Sydney's attack at the moment. There's a lot of purpose in it. Wayne Stanley kicking deep. And again, he's picked out the Canberra Raiders fullback Clinton Schifkowski, a little unsure as to where to go with it. He takes the tackle.
John, they can kick it to him all day. Schifkowski, he's probably got the safest pair of hands in the NRL Premiership and is a fine fullback.
Hodgson again joining in. 3 in the tackle. Raiders looking to come back toward the centre of the park. Tyron Smith, one of the first touches of the ball for him.
Back it comes.
McClendon out of dummy half.
Last, mate,
down by Luke Stewart. 5th tackle. The high ball comes from Brett Finch. Underneath it though, and taking it well, Wade McKinnon off and running, bounces off one tackle, through another. Excellent work from the fullback.
Well, we talked about him earlier, didn't we, John? How he's an exciting machine on those kick returns. And they are making yards up the middle of the ruck very, very easy. I'll tell you what, there should have been a penalty. That should have been given one right there.
Russell Richardson taken down in the 3rd tackle at the 40. Trying to muscle their way through, across the halfway line. Going deep, inside ball. And the extra pass there coming from McNicholas, was it?
He's passed it back to himself, John, so let's just play on.
He's very lucky to get away with that.
Wayne Stanley with a high ball, Schifkowski calling for it. Owen Craigie charging at him. Courageous stuff.
Oh, brave stuff there, Schifkowski. He's hurt himself too. He's down on back players. Jamal Lolesi takes it forward for Canberra. They look a little bit rattled, the Canberra side.
Plenty of pressure on them at the moment. We've played 20 minutes. Jason Croker. Bad play of the ball. There's Michael Robertson trying to get involved. Gilvray off Geddes on debut for South Sydney.
I've got to say the Rabbitohs' defence is far superior to last week. They really are dominating that ruck area. And their go forward is superb as well.
Scott McLean Ushers the ball across the line off the kick from Brett Finch.
It just shows you what South can do when they've got the ball in the hand. Last week they had hardly any, and here they've controlled the ball quite nicely. Going forward, good runs out of dummy half.
Side box, outside leg up. Outside leg up, square up. Ball in. Out.
South Sydney on the move once more.
That's one, Stan. Here it is here.
3 Raiders in the tackle there. As McKinnon spreads the ball. Good tough tackle coming there from Evans. Brent Gross, hands off.
3, stand, all back.
Approaching the halfway line. As deep, inside ball. And now joining in Shane Regon.
That's where, sorry Steve, where you going?
So that's much better. The South Sydney is showing a lot of creative area around that ruck area, and as a result, they are making yardage like they're doing now. A great set of 6 by the Rabbitohs.
Hold here, wait.
Deep, spreads it wide. Blaine Stanley. Well, Matthew Elliott and the Brains Trust have plenty on their mind at the moment for the Canberra Raiders. Certainly it wasn't the script that they were hoping for.
We talked about earlier in the lead up to this game that the city was going to House of Pain here. The forwards are certainly at the start mussing up around that ruck area as Croker goes from the lock forward position. It makes about 5 metres.
Tyron Smith going, hitting the line hard. Almost to the 30 for the Raiders. Darren Mappers on. O'Hara gets a rest.
3, stop, behind me.
More than 17 minutes left in the first half as the Raiders over the 40 through the agency of Terry Martin, approaching the halfway line.
Hold, don't jump.
Croker out of dummy half. Raiders looking for runners. Here is Darren Mapp with his first taste of the action.
Last, clear him.
Now Wolford spreading the ball, and it's McClendon with a high ball underneath it. Wade McKinnon did a good job to get back and read that. Now off and running.
1, give up, all back Simon.
15 metres out. Gross out of dummy half.
2, Marcus knock in. Square up, Jason.
Now Owen Craigie. And his outside. Craig Coleman right in the front there, looking a little anxious. Scott Geddes, the debutant. Welcome to the big time, says Terry Martin. Now Deeth out of dummy half, exploring and creating some problems as well for the Raiders.
I'll tell you what, if he needs the C beside his name every week, that's what I'll be doing. He's having a great first half, Jason Deeth. Good runs out of dummy half. This will put pressure on Sikorsky. Great take. Now he brings it back.
At high speed as well, trying to find a way past. He's going to use Michael Robertson as well, but unable to get outside the 10.
Well, I've got to give the South Sydney team another rap after that great kick and a great take by Sikorsky. There are 4 Rabbitohs up there to meet them, so really they put them right down there and putting the pressure right on the Raiders, who seem to be struggling at the moment.
Ruben Wiki coming in board. Dane Finch kicking deep. There's no one back. Wade McKinnon has to scurry after the ball for the South Sydney Rabbitohs. Turns around now inside his own 10, puts his foot on the gas. And he's met heavily by James Evans with a shoulder. Good chase as well from Brett Finch. As South Sydney go to work, and Brent Gross looking for an opening.
Just some of the South Sydney players, especially their forwards, are struggling to get back on side. They need to regroup early. No mistakes in this set of 6. They don't want to put themselves under pressure.
McLean darting out of dummy half, running across the park. Croker is there to bring him down. Andrew King handing off. Last tackle for the Rabbits, still inside their own half. Deep kick against Sikorsky, has read this well, catches it and is off and running up to the 20, but now retreating away from South Sydney, Terry Lamey.
And look at that, there's an absolute line of Rabbitohs there. They really are pumped up. A much improved performance to last week. And the Raiders, who aren't performing that well at the moment, Clinton Sikorsky is really doing justice with the number 1 jersey. As he's been there, his positional play has been superb every time the Souths have kicked that ball.
Darren Mapp again getting involved, and now they use Terry Martin, met heavily.
Come on, Jason.
Good tackle there from Terry Lamey. Down low. Bad pass. It was reeled in by Brett Finch. Again, he kicks it, this time low, and Wade McKinnon is there and has it under control. Bouncing off one tackle, going on with it, using Scott McLean as well. A little more purpose about South Sydney's attack, though, as Luke Stewart joins in, but he's going backwards. Excellent work. Is that Alan Tung getting involved? Deep out of dummy half, has support. Shane Regon has always run hard with the ball, almost to the halfway line. This time Richardson getting involved. They try and push him out of play, but he did well to remain inside.
He's done very well, but the Canberra fans, they don't like that. They thought he was out of Scott Getty's coach line. Oh, he hits it so hard too. He makes sure the Canberra players are hanging on. Blaine Stanley will put this one right up in the air. Get this one. Great chase.
Pressure on the Raiders again. Sipkovsky can't handle it. Ball is loose. Whistle from Paul Simpkins.
Over to the wrong side.
Well, there's the bomb. Great bomb by Stanley, which goes so high. But Simpkins was actually Craigie. Did he tackle or interfere with Sipkovsky before he got the ball, or was he offside?
I think he interfered with Sipkovsky before he got the ball. He just hit the hell back. Could have been close to another try.
That's one.
The Raiders getting good mileage out of Alan Tung at the moment. Hodgson, 3 needed to bring him down.
Wait here, wait.
Wolford goes to the short side. McClendon handing off. There's Croker getting involved as well.
Stand up.
Dave McClendon spread the ball. Alan Tung offloads in the tackle. Terry Martin keeps it alive. Fourth tackle the Raiders. And again, Wolford on the move, handing off, well taken by McClendon. They keep it alive, the Raiders. An opportunity now opens up for them as they close to within 13 metres. McClendon goes to Wolford. Cut out ball. Has cut them all out.
Sipkovsky had set that up beautifully, went straight down the middle. He took the ball at 100 mile an hour, but that long ball was not needed to be thrown. It needed to go through the hands.
Well, Gary, that was a very poor execution at the end of the set of 6 there. Matthew Elliott won't be happy. I think the Raiders have to show a lot more patience. There's plenty of time to get back in this game. They're only 6 points behind, but they're showing impatience at the moment, trying to score off every run.
South Sydney come forward again through Geddes.
Back again, Alan, hold with me. You're too early, you're too early.
He's got to ping it.
Call him to hold. You're in front.
Paul Simpkins was saying then, you're too early, you're too early. He had no alternative to penalise the Canberra side. Jason Deeth coming across to this left-hand side. The winger will pass it to him and he'll drop it off to a front row forward, taking the ball forward again.
And the Rabbits on the march once more. Terry Lamey joining in.
Back, Jason. When you're crawling forward,
Leaped out of halfback, inside ball.
2 to the line.
Geddes taken solidly.
3, stand up.
South come to the short side.
That's 4.
Luke Stewart
Get onto the line.
gets to the 10. Another scoring opportunity here. Throws out of dummy half. Long ball from Blaine Stanley to the centre of the park. Craigie inside to Wade McKinnon.
Held now,
Alan Tung with support there brings him down. 5th tackle. McKinnon has it. Owen Craigie joining in. Speculative ball out the back. It's loose. Canberra could get an advantage here, and they have. And they're off and running through Mark McClendon. Slipping into the tackle. By Brent Gross.
Oh, they need to put the little kick in then, the South Sydney side, but I tell you what, Canberra recovered beautifully. Mark McClendon needs to get himself involved, and there was no chance South were going to get back onside then.
One there, one there.
A little bit of desperation there by the Rabbitohs. All they had to do was put the ball up or a grubber, as you said, Gary. They did panic, but a great opportunity. 9 minutes to go for the Raiders. If they can hold it for their sets of 6, they'll really assault the South Sydney defence close to their line.
Opportunity for Finch. Inside ball, Terry Martin. Good tackle coming from Jamie Fitzgerald.
All right, 1-2.
Finch, inside ball, looking for support.
That's 3 to the line, let the leg go.
Ryan O'Hara taken down. It's 5 metres out. Opportunity for the Raiders. Alan Tongue trying to force a pass, gets away from the tackle and he's in. Alan Tongue, the former rookie of the year here in Canberra, gets the Raiders' second try in a seesawing affair.
Well, the Canberra side have gone 100 metres to score that try. On the back of a bad pass, or Wade McKinney threw the ball over the top, and then Alan Tongue, he's just come on the field for Tyron Smith, and he gets rid of the big fella there. He should have been tackled, went up too high, and it really has cost the South Sydney side a try now.
Well, a great try by Alan Tongue there, but he pushes off players there, and for the kids watching there, the number 19, I think it's Jamie Fitzgerald. You've got to go around the legs. If you keep grabbing up there, they can push you off. And really, it's almost a 12-point turnaround, Gary, with that last tackle when South Sydney were upon the Raiders' line, threw the ball backwards. They got a penalty. Within a set of 6, the Raiders have capitalised on that and have now scored with an opportunity to make it level.
And that's the big thing. They really started to put South Sydney under a lot of pressure. They started to look a little bit tired to South Sydney around that ruck area. And the same with the Canberra side. Coach Matthew Elliott made some great changes there, putting Alan Tongue on for Tyron Smith, and has worked wonders for them. And for this man here, Clinton Tchaikovsky, will try and add there too.
And John and Gary, I've got to say, we saw Tchaikovsky last week. He kicked 2 from 2 opportunities. They were on the sideline, straight over the black dot. I don't want to put the mocker on him, but he should account for this quite well.
Well, he set a new Canberra record last season with 245 points, making Gary Belcher's club record. Shouldn't have too many problems with this. Well, 3 times the Rabbits have scored, 3 times Canberra have answered. It's 12 points apiece in the 34th minute. Sean Rutterson, obviously with a knee problem there. He was injured very early. After some 5 minutes, and he has medial ligament damage, we're told. Here's Finch with the ball handing off, and the Raiders a little bit more spring in their step now as Michael Hodson brings it up almost to the 20. Greg Wolfgram's into the match as well, with an appetite for work. Probing run out of dummy half from Jamal Lolesi. Wolford uses Alan Tongue. And slipping a tackle.
Alan, just play it,
Again, Brett Finch looking to kick deep. Unkind bounce for Scott McLean as well. He picks it up inside his own 10, turns around and is greeted by a wall of green shirts, and Jason Croker helping out there with Terry Martin.
Oh, that's a great Canberra kick and chase, and now you can see Ruben Wiki. They know they've got the South Sydney on the racks here. Just under 6 minutes to go in this first half. They're going to try and come up with a mistake on South and then attack the line. That's what they'll be hoping for.
3 again, wait.
Jason Deep out of dummy half. Just trying to steady the ship at the moment. Shane Rigon again doing some powerful work, brought down by a couple. 5th tackle though, still pinned in their own half. Kick coming from Blaine Stanley. Did a good job under the circumstances, but it's that man who's back there again, Tchaikovsky, with the ball handing off Michael Robertson. They're now being dragged back.
Hands off.
Scott Getty's doing good work there.
And there's the possession there. South 55%, Canberra 45%. The scores are level. So South have probably made more, capitalised on more opportunities than the Raiders, but you also put down under a lot of mistakes, unforced errors from both teams.
They work the short side. Croker taking it from Mark McClendon. Joining in now, Jamal Lolesi.
Over there. To the side. Wait. Hey? Yeah, alright, I'll go watch it. Off you go.
The message has come out from coach Matthew Elliott. We need to speed up the play of the ball. And that's what cost South Sydney then the penalty. Good work there by the Canberra Raiders.
One,
Gary,
up.
Gary, there's a planned move here. Don't be surprised if they get the ball. Try to get the ball wide to Ruben Wiki, who's really out just inside the winger.
Two.
Well, he used to play centre. You think he's at home if he gets this ball, Steve Mortimer. And you've picked it.
Bench, Wiki joining in close to the line. He's dropped the ball. Under pressure, and it's scooped up by Brent Gross.
The big fella thought he was right, just got his hand to it too. Brett Gross was the man for South City, just knocked it down. Good call by the touchy to pick that up. I'm pretty sure that the referee Paul Simpkins was going to give the feed to South Sydney.
Out, play on, look back.
Put the ball on the scrum, do something.
McClendon goes to Sikorsky, joining in, not able to make too much ground though. Good field position for the Raiders, right in the centre of the park. They're pressing again. McClendon looking for runners. Closes to within 3 metres. Wolford out of dummy half. Oh, unable to hang on to the ball. The Raiders have coughed it up. On this occasion, it looked as though it was Darren Mack.
Well, you can't win premierships like that. That's really how this let South off the hook. A big gift given to the South Sydney team there. 2.5 minutes to go, and now they're making it pay for it.
Russell Richardson's on the tear here. Sikorsky comes across the inside ball to Brent Gross. Numbers with South Sydney. Wade McKinnon needs help, and it's going to be Brent Gross who scores under the post. Well, what a try from the Rabbits as they take the lead again.
What a try by South Sydney, and why would their fans be up and jumping for that? I think everybody here is clapping for that try. Absolutely sensational stuff by the outside three. Scott Geddes is the man. He gets down quickly. He plays the ball quickly. He's an outstanding half here, Scott Geddes. And watch Wade McKinnon come out nice and holds a pass up. They start the slide. They should have taken the pass. Russell Richardson positioned his winger perfect, and then watch the fullback backing up there beautifully. And I thought he had the legs to go there, but great cover there by Michael Roberts, the Canberra winger. They couldn't catch him. He offloaded the ball, beautiful, Steve Mortimer. That is a great rugby league try.
A great rugby league try from a great club in rugby league, South Sydney Rabbitohs. They really have punished the Raiders. The Raiders are there on their third tackle, forced the ball. Rabbitohs came up with it with only 2 minutes to go. And some lovely work there by the backs, holding the ball in both hands, running it, and great support play. And I'll tell you what, there's no better place to score a try than underneath those posts.
Especially if you're a front rower. Because most of them were back here going clapping. That was a go, son, go. There's no use for a second play because they were gone.
Mistake from Scott McLean as we close in on half-time again. South Sydney find themselves 6 points in advance of Canberra.
Well, the South Sydney Rabbitohs have capitalised on a lot of the mistakes the Raiders have done. Matthew Elliott won't be happy. I'm sure at half-time he's going to be telling them that they've got to show a lot more patience and stop trying to win it within the first 5 minutes. But the Rabbitohs, they really have stood up tonight. There's 40 minutes to go, but it's a much improved performance this first half as opposed to last week at Aussie Stadium.
Clinton Sikorsky with the restart. South Sydney Rabbitohs leading 18-12 as we approach the major break. Paul Stringer getting involved. Hasn't had a lot of work so far. Coming into the match under an injury cloud.
That's 2, make 10. 10's on the line.
Geddes, though, has been impressive on debut. Jason Deeth out of dummy half. The halftime siren goes off in the background. It's been an entertaining first 40 from the nation's capital. And at the break, South Sydney with a 6-point advantage. They lead at 18-12.
I'll tell you, that's one great 40 minutes of rugby league by both sides. They're at each other's throat. We said there was going to be the house of pain here today. There's been some big hits, strong running by both sides, and some tremendous tries, Steve Mortimer. A great first half of footy for both sides.
Tremendous action. South Sydney with a 6-point advantage. It's 18-12 half-time here in Canberra.
Very, very happy their side comes on to the field, the South Sydney Rabbitohs, and they are in front. As long as they leave Canberra like that, I think they'll be very happy just quietly.
Well, Gary, regardless of the end result, the first 40 has been a dramatic improvement on what they supplied last week, and they are a little underdone at the moment in terms of their personnel, so I'm sure they'll take a lot of positives from that first 40 minutes.
Well, they certainly will. And just have a look at some of the work rates here, Steve Mortimer.
There is the actual tackle rate. Look at Ruben Wiki, 18 and 6 hit-ups. Other one, Terry Martin, 14-11. But look at the Rabbitohs. Luke Stewart, Jason Deeth, 14 tackles, 7 hit-ups. And look at Owen Craigie. He's 5'8", 10 tackles, and he's also been instrumental in a couple of their tries as well. So well done. And also Shane Riggin playing in lock 9 and 10.
Second half about to get underway here from Canberra Stadium. First home match of the season for the Raiders. Unlucky last week going down to the Melbourne Storm by 4 points. South Sydney humbled by Sydney Roosters 46.
Right, stay behind the line. Get behind it.
It's the one try for them last week, but 3 to the half here. Scott McLean does the honours, and kicking deep as well. Brett Finch getting underneath it for the Canberra Raiders and handing off, and here comes the green machine. Good strong running.
That's one. Up and square, South. Hands off.
Wolford. Wolfgram starting the second half.
2. Coming up.
Jason Deeth meeting him heavily.
That's 3. Stand
Ruben
up.
Wiki
Hands off, all back.
approaching the 30-metre line. Finch, inside ball, and it's not a good one. They put it down, the Raiders, they've coughed it up, and here comes South Sydney. Big opportunity for the Rabbitohs. At a dummy half. Jamie Fitzgerald taken down by 3 Canberra Raiders. Deep, Blank Stanley, Owen Craigie running at the line, fending off would-be tackle as they bring him down 8 metres out for the South Sydney Rabbitohs. Back to the centre of the field, Stringer. Cut-out pass. Luke Stewart runs at the line. They're within 5 metres.
Off the line. No one is off the line.
McKinnon handing off. Scott Geddes looking for the first try of his career on debut. It's metres from the line. Deep handing off, crashing his way over Paul Stringer. Well, he was in doubt coming into the match. He's on the field and he may have scored the try.
I think you can tell by the crowd he scored the try. And that comes back to the Canberra Raiders side. Make a mistake on the 4th tackle. Just gone away from the game just a little bit. And the man making the mistake there is Ryan O'Hara, I think. And then just turned the ball back inside. They went a little bit early, did the Canberra Raiders defenders. The referee was right on the spot. We'll say that is a try.
Well, Gary, you're not going to win rugby league games if you drop the ball early in your set of 6 on your own line. And South Sydney, to their credit, they didn't panic. Their set of 6, the 5th and last. Stringer, there was a move on. They've shown a bit of variety around that ruck area. Brought the ball back in. And his big weight, he's a big boy. I bet you he eats a few hamburgers.
Vegetarian ones those are now, Steve.
And pasta, isn't it? Pasta's the go these
Pasta
days.
hamburgers.
Great start to the second half from the South Sydney Rabbitohs. Scott McLean makes it a perfect 4 of 4 off the boot, and it's now a 24-12 advantage for South Sydney against the run of play.
Matthew Elliott doesn't look too happy, does he? Not happy at all. He's come down to the sideline. Very interesting chats very shortly with some players out there.
Just with you two guys summing up that half-time, I couldn't help but notice the completions. 13 from 21 for the Raiders, 16 from 22. And there's the Raiders, their first chance again, they didn't even get a completion rate. So they need to hold on to the ball if they're going to be a half a chance of getting back into this game.
Just not doing enough at the moment, making far too many errors. The Green Machine. And South on the attack once more. Pack of Raiders.
I just kept repping Scott Geddes. He's been on the field now for around about, say, 25 minutes. He's done all the little things right. Getting through the line, hitting the ground, quick play of the balls.
McLean slammed heavily.
Hold here, hold 10. Go quick it forward, you're losing it.
As the Rabbits come forward through Paul Stringer.
Last tackle, stand on the mark.
Still inside their own half. Lane Stanley again kicking, but reading it well is Shivkovsky. He's had an excellent game all night for the Raiders and trying to make some inroads. He's over the 20-metre line. McClendon handing off. Now Alan Tongue with some problems, brought down by 2.
Hands up.
I think in watching this game in the second half, they probably were watching the video of the Roosters versus South Sydney, and they found that there was a lot of holes back on the inside. That's where Canberra really tried to attack, but it's been very strong as McClendon nearly breaks through.
And Mark McClendon forcing a passage for the Canberra Raiders. Shivkovsky joining in. Now Brett Finch looking for an opening. Loose pass. Ball still free.
Oh no, we've already had 2 infringements.
He's just giving the South Sydney side a rap there about their inside play, trying to hold it up. And just started to open up on that last play. They've got to keep going forward to the kicker.
Well, quite frankly, that was unnecessary offloading that ball. Then he should have best to hold the ball. They had 1-2 tackles up their sleeve, and they really are panicking yet again. The Rabbitohs will feed and get the ball and bring it out from their own line again.
To the short side. Russell Richardson trying to fend off Wolfgram. Not a starch in the Raiders' defence at the moment. Ball is loose. It's called play on. 6 more tackles as Jason Deeth brings South Sydney forward. Right on the halfway line, and now across it is Scott Geddes.
Simon, hands in there.
Another penalty for South Sydney.
Well, you know that one was fair because Simon Mulford, Stephen, he did not blow up at the referee, you might say, just quietly. He just took it on the chin.
Not unlike someone who's sitting right next to me, Gary Freeman, in his playing days used to blow up.
I didn't blow up, I knew that was right because I used to watch you play.
You were always right, weren't you?
Oh, well, I thought I was.
Geddes and Hodgson involved in some tough stuff. Stringer been more a factor here in the second half than he was in the first 40. Back to Jason Deeth. Stepping off the right foot, bringing a couple of Raiders to ground with him.
Hold, Alan.
Little more than 10 metres out. South Sydney pressing. Craigie switches play. Stanley uses Luke Stewart. He's brought down right on the 10-metre line. 3rd tackle. Deeth. Jamie Fitzgerald trying to work his way back infield.
No early's off the line.
They're inside the 10. Raiders defence equal to the challenge for the moment, but can they hold on as Stanley again uses Luke Stewart. Last tackle. 5 metres out. South Sydney with a big lead at the moment. Looking for another try. Scott McLean getting in there, but just beating into the ball. Jamal Lolesi.
I think you'll find that Paul Stringer is the man who's come from the left-hand side of the field, collected the ball, and then put the little kick in. Great work by the front rower. We haven't been rapid much tonight, but I tell you what, he's had a big game. He really has led by example. That's what he had to do, and that's what he has to keep doing for the next 33 minutes.
That's not a bad grubber too for a front row forward.
Everybody does it now, mate.
This is Paul Stringer again, looking for some work. Brought down by a couple. Jason Deeth handing off. Duncan McGilvray, born in Darwin, trying to make some yards. Lane Stanley back to Craigie. Shape for the inside ball, held on to it. Gets to the 10-metre line. How long can Canberra's defence hold out here? They're under extreme pressure. Jason Deeth going on with it.
Take it 2.
No option there to penalise Jason Deeth. He's going across the field. We should have just Stop.
He's done it twice.
Well, I think that was the only way he's going to score in the corner.
Well, I've got to tell you, what a great captain's knock he's had.
Mate, he's going great.
Hold. Wait.
Let's see if the Raiders can complete a set of 6. It's been a problem for them right throughout the match. As you can see, just 13 of 23 as opposed to 21 of 28 from South Sydney.
Well, look at that, 39%, South Sydney 61%. What does that tell you? You need the football to score tries. I'm sure Matthew Elliott said that to the Raiders at half-time, but obviously they're not listening. Let's hope they can improve their performance in the last 30 minutes.
Long ball out wide. Wolford. Now they get a runner in Darren Mapp. Needed 2 to bring him down. 4th tackle. Going to work. Brett Finch thought he was impeded. Told to play on. So Ruben Wiki obliges and closes now toward the 20-metre line. 6 again. As Wolfgram comes forward. The Raiders looking dangerous here as they get to the 10-metre line and now inside it. Finch inside ball. Wolfgram now joining in Tchaikovsky.
2. Race.
Plenty of pressure on the South Sydney Rabbitohs at the moment, but can Canberra crack their line? Well taken, McClendon. Good work from Croker. Trying to find the line, but they're going to hold him up. Trying to drag him out of play. Drag the ball out of his hands in the process.
He's offside.
Well, great defence there by South, but another opportunity. They're not allowed to panic. They don't panic, they could go over against the South Sydney try line.
Down by 12 points, the Canberra Raiders in their first home game of the season, looking dangerous, looking menacing. They work the ball out wide. This is Ruben Wiki, try scorer last week. Brought down some 4 metres short. Wolfgram out of dummy half. Tchaikovsky's up in the line as well. Trying to pierce it. Closes to within 2 metres.
There's numbers on the left-hand side if they can get it out there.
This is Finch looking to get under the post. Quick play the ball. Now it's getting a little untidy.
Kick it in the ruck. Hold it, wait.
Another penalty to Canberra. Loose ball has been dropped. They put the ball down with a try in the offing.
He just hasn't had a happy night, has he? Ryan O'Hara come up with a drop ball once again. There was plenty of holes back on the inside. Now Souths are really going to have to try and work their way out of their danger zone.
South Sydney finally get possession after a run of 3 penalties for Canberra in 3 minutes. Plenty of pressure, they withstood that. Now they're trying to work their way out of their own half.
Let him go, hands up, Owen.
Well, Duncan McGilvray has lost it, and it's been
There's a penalty up there.
raked out by Alan Tongue.
Simon, listen to me. Simon, listen to me. You got a penalty up there. It was a similar sort of situation.
He was trying to get off.
Similar situation. They got caught in the mark up there.
How come he can move forward?
He got caught in the mark here, and he's got to clear the ruck. That's the stop. There you go.
It's not a happy Simon Wolford at the moment, and I think a lot of frustration is creeping into the Raiders. Someone has to take their team by the scruff of the neck and say, boys, let's not panic. There are still 27 minutes of play left. They're 12 points behind. There's still plenty of time to get back into this game. But South, they're going nicely.
Another opportunity for them now as Stringer has increased his workload here since half-time. Jason Deep has runners inside. This is McGilvray.
It's 2.
Game bullocking his way forward for South Sydney inside the 30. In the centre of the field, Jamie Fitzgerald.
Back hold.
Now Blaine Stanley. Long pass for Owen Craigie. He has support wider as well. Excellent job coming forward. Richardson has lost the ball. 6 more. What an opportunity now for South Sydney. Craigie. Blaine Stanley. And McGilvray has dropped the ball as well.
Oh, he was under all sorts of pressure there, McGilvray, to catch that ball. And either just to go forward, and Tchaikovsky gets the Canberra side now. They're about 20 metres out from their own danger zone.
Here's Darren Matt trying to make some yards for the Canberra Raiders.
If I could just say, Gary and John, that the Souths don't have to hurry the game. They're 12 points in front. They don't have to get captured up with what the mistakes that Canberra are doing. They hold position here, 12 points in front. They can determine their own destiny with a cool-headed performance.
A lot of youngsters in their lineup too. Tyron Smith going inside, looking for Ruben Wiki, spinning, wheeling and dealing, still going. Offloads the ball as well to Wolford, who goes to Finch in turn. Wolfgram decides to kick the ball. Running out of space there, Michael Robertson did an excellent job for cleaning up Wade McKinnon for the Rabbits.
Oh, he's been sound at the fullback spot, as Wade McKinnon just held his ground and allowed Gross to get himself involved. Should be a slow play of the ball.
Fitzgerald met heavily.
This is where they've got to get, I think. Geddes back on the field. He was so strong around that ruck here. That's a great tackle there by Ruben Wiki.
Stanley going kicking deep. Tchaikovsky.
It's a great kick.
Having to make a lot of ground.
Oh, that could be another 40-20, John. Oh, great kick. That has been the difference, Steve. The kicking of Blaine Stanley.
Well, Gary, you also just said there before, a great tackle by Ruben Wiki and also Jason Croker. And yes, while they're good tacklers, we know them as great attackers too. They've been tackling all game. They get the ball, not in probably some of the best positions, and they're flat. So they really are sort of defeating their own purpose at the moment at the Raiders. And really, Souths hold court at the moment with only roughly 25 minutes to go. Great kick there.
It's interesting to note, though, Souths have only used 3 replacements. Brad Watts hasn't gone on the field yet.
This is Luke Stewart being dragged down 14 metres from the line. McKinnon out of dummy half, inside the 10. Still going with it, Ruben Wiki with a big tackle again with Wolfgram in support. Another opportunity day for South Sydney. Here's Paul Stringer. Scored the try the first 2 minutes of this half. Jason Death out of dummy half, scurrying toward the line. They bring him down 2 metres short. Cut out pass from Stanley. Finds Russell Richardson, bouncing off one tackler. Now Wolfgram has him, throws the ball out the back. They've coughed it up.
Well, what did I say? They really don't have to do that sort of stuff by Russell Richardson. You can see he's frustrated. They hold court there at the moment. There's Craig Coleman with Sean Garlick, his assistant coach, alongside him. He's got to be happy so far, Gary, with only 23 minutes to go the way of the Rabbits. He wouldn't be happy with that point.
Well, I think what they need to do is probably work it in, try and get 1 extra point, make Canberra really start to throw the ball around and come up with 3 tries. Michael Robertson goes for a little scamper. I think he's been pretty good here tonight too. Big future in the game, the young kid on the wing on that right side.
Raiders keep it alive. Croker, quick hands outside, looking for Jamal Lalesi. Excellent tackle coming across by the debutant Scott Geddes.
South out. Off South.
And that was an equally great bit of work by Jason Croker. Here we see Lalesi going down the side. Great defence there by South Sydney. Croker sees the ball goes back into Scott McLean and puts him over the sideline, so the Raiders get the ball back around halfway. Great opportunity for the Raiders.
Bring it around. Hit square to the tunnel, foot up, outside leg up prop. Both hands in the tunnel.
Watch McLinden from the lock position.
Getting good meterage. 45 metres from the line. Tchaikovsky going to Darren Mack. Taken a couple to bring him down almost every occasion that he's had the ball. Now they come back. Wolford handing off to Ruben Wiki, keeping it alive. So they're putting South Sydney's defence under plenty of pressure, but they're equal to the challenge so far.
But the big thing is Canberra have got to go forward. That's right. Simon Wolford, run forward and take the line on. Try and get a quick play ball and turn South Sydney around.
Tchaikovsky. Now it's Wolford going onwards to McLinden. Inside ball, Jason Croker.
Stand up, clear in.
Last tackle. 13 metres out. Tchaikovsky kicking across the park. And Good work there from Wolfgram, handing off to Brett Finch. And Wolfgram's got it back again. Wolfgram close to the line. 2 metres out. Big opportunity now for the Canberra Raiders. 6 again. They desperately need a try to keep their hopes alive.
John, they've got numbers on the left-hand side, the Raiders.
O'Hara, Ruben Wiki, into Myers, decides to try and go forward, unable to do so. Excellent work from McNicholas. And it's on, McNicholas and Ruben Wiki behind play, are going at it. South Sydney trying to hold on here as Sikorsky dances around a couple and he's brought down. Just letting off some steam.
Paul, come out. Got one here. Paul. Okay, stand and just listen to the touch judge. Yeah, that's right. Okay, that's what we saw. That's what you saw. The pushing and shoving in the play. The ball, we're playing it on for them. There's no need for the pushing and shoving. That's what instigated it. But stay here. If you want to retaliate, the ball can go against. The penalty can go against you. Okay, so the first one's against him, then you. So the penalty's Canberra.
Well, I don't know what the linesman saw there. Ruben Wiki did the first one. That should have gone against them.
Well, the Raiders have the ball inside the 10.
Elbow, let him up.
Steve?
But they've got no direction. Someone's got to give the Raiders some direction. They've got numbers still on the left-hand side, and they're just ad-libbing and passing the ball and saying, you run it up.
They haven't scored for almost 30 minutes. The Raiders with their pressing now. Here's Croker. Had a try disallowed early on, but he's in this time. Jason Croker crosses the line for the Canberra Raiders, and they're back in the hunt.
Well, I'm pretty sure that Ruben Wiki should have been penalised then. It should have gone against Canberra. It hasn't. The linesman came in and saw something completely different to me. And my little mate beside me, there it is there. Before that, you can see Ruben has actually pushed it out first and started it. They all play on, but it doesn't matter now. Canberra have scored in this left-hand corner with a very, very good ball to Jason Croker. Mark Linden gets on the outside of Owen Craigie, puts out the right-hand fend, gets down nice and low. It doesn't matter. It's going to be there on Monday morning, Steve Mortimer.
Well, Gary, there was opportunities on that left-hand side, maybe 3 sets before that. They've finally done that. Well done by Jason Croker. Very hard to hold him outside the South Sydney line, palming off Owen Craigie. This does give them a ray of hope now, back into the game. There's still just under 20 minutes to play, so if they cool themselves and not panic and get their good value out of their sets of 6 and get some direction around that ruck area, then there are half a chance coming back into this game.
Yes, big test of the night from Sikorsky, and it's off the woodwork, unsuccessful. 8 points the difference in the 61st minute from Canberra Stadium. Jason Croker already with more than 100 first-rate tries, building on his tally. What do the Raiders have left as Scott McLean gets us underway?
With 19 minutes to go, I think it's a good time maybe to bring Brad Watts on. He's very elusive out of the dummy half area. Give Jason deep a little bit of a rest and get the little man in to scoot out of dummy half and put pressure on the big Canberra forwards.
Raiders getting go forward there from Darren Mapp. Been impressive off the bench. Tyron Smith joins in.
Make it quicker, Owen.
Darren Mapp met heavily by Terry Lamey. He's just come onto the field for the first time, Lamey.
Last tackle.
Last tackle for the Raiders at the 40-metre line. Wolford scooting forward, kicking for himself. Good job done, though, by South Sydney. Excellent work coming from Luke Stewart.
He's had a big game, hasn't he? Nice and tight around that ruck area. Really pushed himself to get that ball. Wolford, a little man, showed exceptional pace to set up that first try, and he's trying to do it again.
McLean out of dummy half. Led by a line of Raiders defenders. Still inside their own half. Now joining in. Shane Regon is brought down.
And that's all they need to do, John. They only need to scoot out a dummy half, put kicks in and keep turning the Canberra pack around.
Geddes.
Last tackle.
Brought down by a couple. Last tackle for the Rabbits. A kick from inside their own half and going high, Blaine Stanley. Rabbitohs camped underneath it and took it well. He's off and running the fullback. Pass one and another. Now looking to straighten up. Still Tchaikovsky. He's broken the line. He's across the halfway line. The chasers are coming from Blaine Stanley, but they're not going to get there. And what an effort from Quentin Tchaikovsky. He's run 90 metres to score the try and must be close to the man of the match.
Wow, what a tremendous try there by the fullback. Quentin Tchaikovsky has really got them right back into this game. He fielded that high bomb by Blaine Stanley. There was plenty of chasers down there. Wade McKinnon, he'd gone through to chase the ball. You'll just see Wade McKinnon there, the number 1 jersey. He misses the tackle. And then he straightens up, and there's just no one at home. He gets around Jason Deeth, and then it's a chase. Wade McKinnon comes back at him. Blaine Stanley over further to the right. But I tell you what, he has had a tremendous game here tonight. Don't worry about it, Steve Mortimer. He'll put this over for another 2.
Well, that's one of the best individual tries I have seen in a side that's really been struggling tonight, the Raiders. He has been an absolute star performer, Tchaikovsky, both in defence and there in attack, and he's brought the Raiders right back into this game.
Just when the South Sydney line needed to be nice and tight and straight along the whole field, they just lapsed for 1 second. And like you said, he's had a great game here tonight, and his ball return, he's been put under pressure by Blaine Stanley all night long.
Well, he certainly has excelled for the Canberra Raiders. His first year last year, Quentin Tchaikovsky, coming from Parramatta. He's playing his beloved position fullback, and he really has stood out for the Raiders last year, but also tonight.
Converts his own try. It's a 2-point ball game. Still 15 minutes remaining, and still we can't get a smile out of Matthew Elliott. Still some work to be done.
Just watch this next set of 6, John, mate. I think the Canberra Raiders, they will actually hit this ball up at 100 mile an hour. They know they've got a sniff of it. The crowd knows they've got a sniff of it. Back in this ball game with under 15 minutes to go. They certainly can come away with the points here tonight.
Gary, the Rabbitohs now have to stop the momentum of the Raiders. Their backs are up now. They've got to win that play-the-ball battle and slow that play-the-ball down.
Mate, they've got to get Brad Watts on. Give someone a rest. Let the little guy out there. Now he's bringing him down. That's a tremendous tackle there. Scott Geddes once again.
Well, the Raiders have got some purpose now as Ruben Wiki joins in. Wolfgram out of dummy half.
Stand up.
Wolford. Now it's Finch stepping off the left. Can't find a way through though. 4th tackle. They're still inside the 30.
No, he's crawling around the ground. Last.
So the Raiders, last tackle. And kicking deep. Coming across, Wade McKinnon reels it in. Return and face the Raiders, and he's off and running to the 20. Greeted there by Jason Croker.
What about the chase there by the Canberra Raiders? They've got to spring in their step now. And some of the South Sydney players just getting back on side. And in good quick runs out of dummy half. Don't set up the big fellas. Get out there and run out with the backs.
Rabbitohs with some work to do.
That's 4. Well, work back.
2 tries in 5 minutes from the Canberra Raiders. They're right back in the frame here. Last tackle for South Sydney, still in their own half. Stanley looking deep, has done well. Tchaikovsky scurries back, scoops it up and hands off now to Jamal Lalesi. To the 10, and met heavily there by Paul McNicholas.
Make sure you stay with it.
Finch. There's runners there, James Evans coming forward. Just beyond the 20-metre line. Here's Alan Tongue running into some defenders.
And back.
I tell you what, they're valuing that ball a lot more, the Raiders. They're getting a better value out of their sets of 6. So they need to have that ball, to get up the other end if they're going to have any chance of getting back.
Wolford out of dummy half, has McClendon available. He keeps it alive. Good job there. Hodgson has been impressive off the bench. Into enemy territory. Last tackle. Brett Finch surveys the options. Switches play, kicks, and Wade McKinnon's after it. So is Scott McLean. They pick it up in their own in-goal area. He's across the line. And South Sydney with some work to do.
And the South Sydney forwards are flagging. Sorry, Gary. Drop ball.
Oh, they could smell it. The Canberra Raiders. Look at them going over there and congratulating everyone there. Comes up the mistake. And great work by Jason Croker once again.
Thrown it out, did he?
Well, the South Sydney Rabbitohs running out of petrol here. They led 24-12.
There we go.
Raiders are back, storm back into contention. And looking to pile on some more pressure.
Let it go first.
I would not be surprised to see Tyron Smith leaning about 2 out around that ruck area and supporting it with an offload.
Good strong work from the Canberra Raiders.
Well, with under 12 minutes, John, to go. They've got 6 left, the Rabbits. That's good work there by Nicholas to get off the line. They've still got to get some fresh people out there.
Wolford goes to Brett Finch. Inside ball for Ruben Wiki. Keeps it alive. Terry Martin hands off. Here's Alan Tongue, a try scorer already. Making some ground. Sivkovsky looking to keep it alive and does so. To Wolford, the skipper. The Raiders, this time through Croker. Had trouble reeling it in.
Hell, 3. Let him go, Owen. Let him go.
Raiders come forward through Hodgson. They keep it alive. McClendon brought down. Hands off to Croker. He has his problems. They're inside the 10.
To the line. No ollies on 4.
Here's Tyron Smith. He stumbled crossing the 10-metre line. The last tackle for the Raiders as Wolford uses Brett Finch. He goes high. The Raiders have numbers in the corner. Excellent take from South Sydney, and they're doing a great job with pinning in the in-goal area.
He's outside.
Tell you what.
You called it in? Right, I was out there 20.
Yeah.
Out here.
And I thought he may have been tackled in the end, Steve Mortimer. You watch this here. He's gone for the ball. He's got out there. He's got the ball out. Oh, let's continue on, maybe. Maybe that was the right decision there by the referee, but he got overruled by the linesman.
Michael Robertson still with some problems behind play as well for the Canberra Raiders. Less than 10 minutes remain. South Sydney lead it by 2. Terry Lamey joining in.
You can see the Rabbitohs really flagging at the moment. They're struggling for match fitness. And last week the Raiders had a terrific out against the Storm. A 4-point difference game there, and I think they're benefiting from that match the game last week against Melbourne Storm at Olympic Park.
And the Rabbits have Brad Watts on the park at the moment for Gary Freeman. Let's see if he can have an influence. Stanley kicking for the corner. Sivkovsky's had a power of work to do. He has scored this one over the line.
Oh, that was so unlucky. Great kick. And here the referee just saying, make sure you get back with me.
So the Raiders down by 2. Here's Jamal Lalesi. McClendon out of dummy half. Approaching the halfway line for the Canberra Raiders. Croker goes to Finch. In turn, inside ball for Michael Hodgson. Still going. Craig Coleman with plenty on his mind at the moment. His team clinging to a 2-point buffer. But the Raiders are menacing at the moment. Finch hits the line.
Well, he knows he's only got to hang on for around about 24 tackles, and he is home, Craig Coleman. We're wishing this ball goes out as it does. They get a 20-metre restart.
Well, obviously he was trying to get fine touch there, but that's a pretty poor option or a bad execution at the end of that set of 6. But there's 8 minutes to go, so the Raiders should get at least 3 or 4 onslaughts at the South Sydney line and also South. So if they get up the other end, they'll have an opportunity.
Rabbitohs using interchange as well. Paul Stringer Back onto the park. Scott Getty's getting a rest. Less than 8 minutes to play. There's McKinnon, bolts out of dummy half. In fact, it was Brad Watts.
I've been telling him to do that for the last 20 minutes, John.
McNicholas hits the line, gets to the halfway line.
Go, stand up.
Brad Watts at dummy half. Short pass, picking out Stringer. They keep it alive. Opportunity for Jason D.
Work back.
Now Blaine Stanley. Going kicking and kicking deep. A little too deep perhaps.
I think he needs to revert to putting the ball back up in the air. He had a bit of success with it. Make sure he gets a good chasing line. That right side needs to chase down nice and hard. Terry Martin goes forward for the Canberra side once more, and I'll tell you what, he's had a very, very big game and a busy game around that ruck area.
It's an absolute nail biter.
Brett Finch out of dummy half. Back to Wolfgrave. Keeping it alive as the Raiders approach the halfway line. Finch uses McClendon. Gets over the halfway line. The inside runner was Alan Tongue. The ball went past him. Now it's loose. Still going backwards. Tyron Smith scoops it up.
Number 4 not played at.
Referee saying that ball was not played at. So it is play on.
Croker keeping it alive intelligently. Tyron Smith had to dive to pick it up. Szykovsky, perhaps the intended recipient for the pass. Still inside their own half, Canberra. Alan Tongue looking for support. No one there. Decides to go on with it. And they drag him down. Turn the ball over.
Pass the ball over.
It's been a great game of footy with just under 6 minutes to go in the game. Both sides, they look like they were out on their feet. If anyone is going to score, though, I would say that would be the Canberra side that can turn things up just by a split second. This is good work by South Sydney. Get in from dummy half and just scoot out of dummy half. Give their big fellas a little bit of a rest and end with a good kick.
Big crowd trying to lift the home team as well, getting involved. South Sydney on the attack though.
Last tackle.
Stanley. Owen Craigie puts it on the boot, getting in behind the defence. And now the inside ball to Stanley's going to score and put it out of control. South Sydney getting again, this time through Blaine Stanley. And they now enjoy a 6-point buffer.
Good rugby league. Look how happy the boys are. Tremendous work there. Blaine Stanley's had an outstanding game here. Gets the ball out to Owen Craigie. They started to hold back the Canberra side. He puts a little grubber. It bounces up just beautiful. What about the hands of Owen Craigie to get the ball back into Blaine Stanley on the inside? And yes, they should be very happy. They've turned things around from last week to this week, John. Just watch them go to the line. They start to slide the Canberra side. The ball bounces up. Jamal Alessi comes across. Not in the good time. They couldn't help the fullback, Clinton Szykovsky, who's had a magnificent game, but he could do nothing about that. Great work by the number 7. And backing up to score that try.
Well, Blaine Stanley's had enormous problems with his hamstring injury over the past 2 seasons. He scores an important try here. Just 5 minutes remaining, and Scott McLean looking for the extras. Problems at all for Scott McLean, but there is big problems for Matthew Elliott, the coach of the Canberra Raiders. Just when they look like they might snatch an unlikely win, the Rabbits, well, they've dug deep. Now they lead by 8, little over 3 minutes to play.
Just watch the short kick off too. I was saying before that I thought the Canberra would be the only side that could actually come up with another try, but I tell you what, the South Sydney Spirit, is that going to make the 10 metres? They're all offside. Well,
things going from bad to worse for the Canberra Raiders. They turned the ball over. Not surprisingly, South Sydney in no hurry to restart.
I think they'll be calling the Wiggers in to run this ball up, let me tell you.
Walk it over, come on. Let's go.
Well, largely, the Raiders haven't helped themselves. A little nervous now, Craig Coleman. Made his first grade coaching debut at this venue. Didn't get a win on that occasion, but looks as though he is going to triumph with his team. What an effort it has been, remembering all their injury woes.
Stand up.
An unlikely win, but one full of character, and they're still pressing. They're looking for another. Duncan McGilvray inside the 10. Pressure again on the Canberra Raiders as Jason Deeth hands off. McNichols.
3. 9 again.
And swing the ball back to the centre of the field. Owen Craigie takes it from Stanley. Hands off here to Russell Richardson, running hard. Again inside the 10. Craigie using Wade McKinnon. Steps inside, one tackle. Still going. 2 metres out. Last tackle for the Rabbits.
Don't turn him.
Trying to crash his way over, trying to force it in.
Held, change over.
And a changeover.
Well, that's just as good as a kick there. Wade McKinnon knowing that they have to run now 100 metres with only a minute and a half to go. South Sydney have got this wrapped up. I tell you what, I don't think any of their fans...
Push him down, Paul. Let him go.
I don't think any of their fans will be leaving here in a hurry, let me tell you.
Not only with the victory, but 30 points. It's a good haul for them, remembering they scored only 4 last weekend.
It's a little bit different when you get more ball this week.
40-6 is one try for them. Here's Finch. Raiders still looking for something as Ruben Wickie's brought down. Alan Tongue, try scorer earlier in the match, goes to Finch. Slips one tackle, still going. Feeding the ball out wide. Joining in here is Croker. He keeps it alive to Smith. He too pokes it out the back. Brett Finch. They're making ground. Finch puts it on the boot.
He's offside.
Offside. No, he's still offside. He's in an offside position.
Now a smile from Craig Coleman.
I'll take it.
As the clock starts to wind down. As Finch restarts, McClendon, Tyron Smith, handing off Lilesi. Raiders not going anywhere at the moment, and the South Sydney Rabbits are going to come up with their first win of the new NRL season. Got smiles all around for Craig Coleman and the South Sydney Rabbitohs. They have upset the Raiders here, winning by 8 points. Full time from Canberra Stadium, and it's South Sydney 30, Canberra 22. Well, Canberra Raiders stormed back into contention. They scored 2 tries in 5 minutes, and with 16 minutes remaining, it was just a 2-point ball game. But a late try from Blaine Stanley, and the conversion was enough to get them across the line. And they'll be very happy. A deserved win as well, Gary Freeman.
Oh, it certainly was for South Sydney, but the Raiders have not lost opening 2 rounds since 1998. But last year, the Raiders at half-time, if they were behind, only won 1 game throughout the season. So make sure you score more points against the Raiders, and you should win the game if you do come up against them this year. And aren't they very happy? And they will go over and congratulate all their fans who made the trip down here from Sydney to Canberra to witness, I think, was a great game of rugby league. And I tell you what, there is a heap of blokes out there in their forward pack, the likes of Stringer, Deeth, Stewart, Rigon, who just took the ball towards the line all day long. Geddes, McGilvray, McNicholas. Oh, I tell you what, it was tremendous effort by everybody involved in the South Sydney side this week.